Goodbye, July. Hello, August. This picture presentation is of the flowers in my big backyard in the month of July. Complete with summer sounds and a brief narration. Bees love Abelia, American bellflower, and Angel's trumpet. All mine were a gift from June Campbell. Arthropods and an artichoke. I planted that butterfly bush when Grant was born. Beaked rush came from Lawrenceville, aptly named bee balm. Black-eyed Susan and bulbine, a calla lily with a long-legged fly, and canna lilies. Mickey gave those to me. One year I had cantaloupes and clitoria pea. Coleas came from Chris and Carol's. Columbine with a cricket and coral honeysuckle. And coreopsis, coriander, cornflowers. Cosmos are very popular with the pollinators, you know. We cut the crepe myrtle for the first and only time this year. Crocosmias of the Emily McKenzie variety. My new crossvine is home to a lizard. In July, I have daisies, daylilies, and dayflowers. All sorts of bugs like dayflowers. Down by the mailbox, double daylilies are pretty. There's a deer munching away on something, and a dragonfly keeping a watch out over the fennel. I think every bug in my big backyard visits my fennel plants, and so now I have about 5. I collect these hibiscus flowers after they bloom and make tea, and these potted ones have overwintered twice. A random Indian plantain and Italian whites that Chesney gave me. The original jewelweed plants came from the Little River about 6 or 7 years ago, and the hummingbirds love them. Joe Pye weed a long time ago. My first knockout rose. This lamb's ear came from Sweetacre Farmhouse, and I was able to study its pollen. Lantana is always a favorite around here. I have 3 bushes, lavender, and I plant a lemongrass every year. Our longleaf pine has grown. Here's a meadow beauty and a mimosa, followed by one of my favorites, the Mexican sunflowers. A velvet queen, okra last year. Couldn't find seeds this year. Oxalis in the lawn and passion vines. All the bugs love them, especially Gulf fritillaries. They're their caterpillars. The first peacock orchid and peanuts, along with our pecan tree. A petunia that's wild about my big backyard, and pokeweed, along with a poplar stump. Last year, with the new pool, I became infatuated with portulaca, and so I had them last year, and I have them again this year. So much fun. Purple morning glory, purslane. I got rid of a lot of ragweed you might see there. And those are my raspberries. They've been fruitful and have multiplied to the point that I can share. Here's a red-hot poker and the rose of Sharon. And then all my new roses, thanks to my neighbor. their landscaper gave me all the roses from the Hyatt house, every one of which I was able to transplant successfully. Ruellia and rust fungus self-heal in the woods of Carrollton. 2014, my first time lapse of sensitive plant. When I was teaching, I used to sell them in our Earth Day store. Sunflowers and bees are a marvel. Several spiderworts and strawberries and more sunflowers. That's my transplanted tea olive, where I planted tomatoes, trumpet vine, vitex, and weather this month, which leads to zinnias. I have lots of different kinds of zinnias, and the zinnias attract pollinators like sweat bees and butterflies of all sorts. So zinnias are a good note to end on, because if you look closely, you'll find predators for all that prey.